In this short video, we're going to take a look at Unit 2, Lab 4, dealing with complexity. And we're going to look at page 1, which is Robot in a Maze. So you'll see a lot of these types of problems on the AP Computer Science Principles exams where there's a robot and they need to come up with an algorithm or information to actually move through a maze. 5 mazes have been completed for you, so that the mazes are already drawn and students only need to figure out how to get the robot through the maze, staying in this white area. When they write the code, when you write your code, you want it to be as simple and concise and elegant as possible, meaning that you want it to be very clear, you want it to be as short as it can be, and you want it to be very intuitive. So when we look at maze 1, if the sprite starts here, we want it to rotate, then move 7 steps, then turn right, and then move 7 more steps. So this is a solution, but a more elegant solution is here, where we're going to have it rotate, and then we want it to do this move 7 steps twice. And then in the middle of it, we want it to rotate right. So using the repeat blocks to get rid of the repetitive code is another way of programming that's much more elegant and concise. All right, so these are the mazes that we're going to be looking at. And we're going to move with the first one here. So let's go ahead and open the project and get going. Okay, so this is our first maze, and we need to actually edit the block to go through here. So we're going to use only these blocks that are here, and then the control blocks that we're going to need. Okay, so we know that the first thing that we want it to do is to rotate left so that it's pointing in the correct direction. And then we want it to move forward 7 steps. So instead of having move forward in there 7 times, we're just going to say repeat 7 times. Move forward. So again, instead of saying move forward, move forward, move forward 7 times, we're just using the repeat block. So after it does this once, we want it to rotate to the right so that it's facing back up again, and then we want it to do this again. So we want it to rotate right. Now remember that we wanted this part to do it twice because we're going to rotate twice. So I'm going to grab another control, grab another repeat, drag the part that I want to repeat in here, and then I only want this to go 2 times. So it's going to rotate left so that's pointing in the correct direction. Then it's going to go through the first iteration, moving forward 7 times. Then it's going to rotate right, and then it'll come back up and move forward again, and then it'll go ahead and rotate right, which we don't really need the last one, but it's not going to hurt to have it in there, so it's fine. So we're going to click OK and hit the space bar. Rotating and then moving the next 7 steps. And then it rotates again. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the first one. So let's drag this off. And then let's look at maze 2. So I'm going to go over to the board, and I'm going to have it draw maze 2 so that I can see what I want it to do. And then I'm going to go back to the robot, and have it go back to its starting position. There we go. Should have just clicked start, right? The green flag. Okay, so I want it to rotate left, move 1, rotate up, move 1. And then I want it to do that again and again. Left, up, left, up, left, up. So let's edit. And I know I want that to repeat. And I want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Now I want it to rotate left, then move forward once, rotate right, and I'm dragging my other blocks, dragging the wrong blocks over, and move forward once. So I want it to rotate left, go up 1, rotate right, go up 1, rotate left, move 1, rotate right, move 1. So let's see if this works. So it's just a matter of, did I count the number of right ones now? Awesome. So that got us through maze 2. And again, I only want to use the blocks that we were given, and I'm going to use the repeat because I don't want to have these blocks in there that many times. Okay, awesome. So let's drag off maze 2 now that we've done that. Drag over maze 3. And then go to, go to the board. Drag off maze 2, success. Drag on maze 3. Hit the flag. Let's see what we got to do this time. Okay, go back to my robot. So here I want to rotate left 4, move, then rotate right and move another 4, rotate left and move 5, then rotate right and move 5. So let's see what we can do with this one. Okay, so let me make this a bit larger so we can easier see it. So since I want it to move 4, or says 1, 2, 3, sorry, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want it to move 3, and then I want it to move 4, and I want it to do each of those twice. So I'm going to go over and grab a for loop, because remember with the for loop, I can set the starting and ending numbers. So I'm going to import those tools so that I can get to that for loop. Okay, great. So within the for loop, I want it to move 3 spots, and then I'm going to have it move 4 spots. So within that, the first thing I want it to do is make a rotate left, and then I want it to move I number of spots because I will equal 3. So I'm going to grab a repeat so that I don't have to put that block in there 3 times. And I'm going to drag the I over so that I can let the I control it. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab the move forward, and that's going to go inside the repeat block. So it's going to rotate left right now and then move forward 3 times. Now I want it to rotate back to the right. There we go. And then I want it to do the repeat again. So I'm going to duplicate that and have it repeat. Great. So that will get me through here, and then it's going to come back through and rotate again because it's going to go 3 to 4. It's going to rotate again, and then the next time my eye will be 4. So let's save that and click the space bar and see if we've got that right. Awesome. So with this one, again, because we wanted to control the number of steps a little differently, we couldn't do a repeat twice around it because we needed to change the number of steps from 3 to 4. So I used the for loop where I have a counter variable that I could use within the repeats for that input slot. Okay, so let's drag off maze 3 and go to the board. Grab that one. Grab maze 4. Go back to the robot and hit the beginning. So with this one, we're going to go up 1, over 1, up 2, over 2, up 3, over 3, and then up 1, over 1. So we want it to go, drag up the maze. So it's very similar to the last one where we used the for loop. So let's take a look at this. Okay, let's open up our maze 3 again so we don't have to rebuild that. And I'm going to drag this off and right-click duplicate it and then bring it over here and just click it. Put that back on. It's okay. And then I'm just going to bring that up so that I can get to it. And I'm going to right-click maze 4, edit. I'm going to drag that over. So just save a little time. Oops. There we go. All right, so remember I wanted to go up 1, over 1, and then 2, and then 3. And then when I got to the end of that, I just wanted to rotate left again, go up 1, rotate right again, and go over 1. So on the end of that, I'm just going to rotate left. Had to think about it for a second. Move forward. And then rotate right. So it'll come here, rotate left, move forward, rotate right, and move forward. Okay, let's check that one. Oops, nope. So I did it backwards when I copied the stuff over. So let me click that. Notice it did what we want, it just did it in the opposite direction. So let me reset it. Then go to edit. So I want it to go up 1 first. So I'm going to drag this out. Move up 1. Rotate left. Move up 1. And rotate right. Oops, sorry, that got in the wrong spot. Now, notice I have no problems with making mistakes and showing you my mistakes. Whenever you're in the classroom, it's going to happen. Learning with your students and facilitating using inquiry and discovery-based learning is part of computer science and programming. So that's okay. So let's try this one. Up, over, up, over, up, over. Let's see if I got the last one right. Nope. Okay, so let's edit and So when I come here, I want to rotate. It's going to rotate right. That was my problem, I think. So it's going to end up rotating right. And then I want it to just move up, rotate left, and then move up again. There we go. Let's click the flag to reset it, and then the space bar. Okay, there you go. So it is very helpful, and this is another thing that you can teach your students. It's very helpful to actually take pencil or pen to paper and write some things out so that you can not make some mistakes that you would normally make, especially when it comes to anything graphical or moving. It makes a huge difference. All right, so we're going to quickly look at Maze 5. And I'll go to the starting point. We want it to move 7, rotate right, move 4, rotate left, move forward, rotate right, move up, rotate right, move forward, rotate left, move up, rotate left, move forward, rotate right, move up. So that's a lot. So we're gonna quickly take a look at the solution for time purposes, and I will drag this down. So okay. So basically, rotate left, move forward, rotate right, move forward, rotate right, move forward. But notice it's the repeats are different. So it'd be very, very hard to actually go through and do this. Now we can look to see, is there anything in here that we could use to shorten the script. And this is kind of an unconventional rule that is basically taking the rotate lefts and right. So it's left, forward, 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 forward 7 times, right, 3 forwards, right, 7 forwards, left. So they basically took a route, put that into a string text, a length of string, and then they pull it out by letter, and they basically come in and say, if it's a left, then do this. If it's a right, do this. Otherwise you need to do this stuff. So this is another way to do it. This would be a fun challenge for your students to see if they could come up with any other solutions as well. Okay. So you can play with this one to create your own maze. Again, this is just a matrix that's a list. So the matrix is going to be, each one is going to be the row. And so you've got each of these rows, which you can see here. You can also look at the other ones to kind of play with it. Have fun with this and see what you can create. After you create your own, then challenge yourself to try to actually solve moving that robot through your maze. Have fun with this one.